Well, if you want an update.
Yeah, what happened?
So, well, the initial story was that he got jumped by two guys screaming, "This is MAGA country," dressed in all black. He couldn't tell what race they were.
They put a noose around his neck.
They put a noose around his neck, beat him up, broke his ribs.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Then the police are involved, and it seems like the Chicago Police Department from the jump was like, this was bullshit. But because it's so politicized, they're like, we're going to just investigate the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Prove without a doubt that this guy's lying before they even like suggest that, really.
Yeah. That seems very Black's Rule, like that. Remember that guy? That guy who had that graffiti, that Black's Rule graffiti.
Oh yeah,
the fake hate crime.
Yeah.
So they pulled all this security footage, and there's like a 60-second window where he's not on camera. There's nobody else. Like there's two people of interest that they were looking for, who are just the only other people that happen to be in the area anytime.
Not wearing the hat.
Yeah. Well, there was never a claim that they were wearing the hat.
Oh, I thought they were.
No one ever said they were wearing the hat. Somebody said that the report was that they yelled, "This is MAGA country," which was corroborated by his manager, who was supposedly on the phone with him at the time of the assault. And the manager heard the guys say, "This is MAGA country" over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago is?
That's what these guys yelled.
Chicago.
This is MAGA country. Anyways, there's like 60 seconds or less that he's not on camera. So he disappears from camera and then reappears like 60 seconds later, still holding the sandwich from Subway, walking into his, hotel with the noose around his neck. Or like the rope just sort of draped around his neck.
Oh, he kept his sandwich though.
Is he fucked up looking? Is his face fucked up?
They never released that video. The only video that's been released is that still image of those two persons of interest. He wouldn't show the police his phone records to prove that he was on the phone with the manager, and because he's not under investigation, they can't. I mean, they would have to get a subpoena to get these phone records, which I wouldn't be surprised if they're just doing.
Right.
Because it puts the Chicago Police Department in a difficult position because they're racist and they had a secret prison where they torture black people.
Right.
And they concealed all this evidence in the Laquan McDonald case. So for there to be a major hate crime on a celebrity in Chicago and the CPD to instantly say this is a hoax, they can't do.
You got to do your due diligence.
They also can't even intimate that from the get-go. But it's also I wouldn't put it past them to investigate this with the intention of disproving that it happened.
Right.
That's why you can really only look at the evidence in the case. And so far, what they've pulled up is that there's no evidence of this attack.
Damn.
Yeah,
that'd be tough to go back to back with
2
the Indian guy and this guy. These both being
what?
That'd be a tough back to back on the liberal shit you share.
It really
stories.
Guy?
It really
go
wouldn't.
From drum guy to this guy would be a couple tough L's.
They won't acknowledge it. If they prove without a doubt that it was a hoax, the media won't acknowledge it. There may be a small correction, but this will be a thing because the thinking is going to be well, we won't address this because this will give credence to all this fake news stuff or whatever, and just be throwing gas on the fire. But it doesn't matter because they've already lost all the people that are observing this casually. A lot of people think this story is bullshit. A lot of people don't. But
all I've seen is that I didn't even it seemed weird to me, but I didn't look into it at all, and it seemed like it was real from the amount of people.
You thought this was real?
I mean, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It just
what I'm saying is
prayers up. For
Jussie.
Jussie.
It seemed like some guy got fucked up, and I didn't look into it at all. So it appears that it's real from it just seems it just seems because real people are talking about it, and I wasn't paying attention to it at all. Like I said, I was doing edibles.
I know it's a garbage metric.
It was 2 a.m. and it was negative 20 degrees outside, and they had a noose and bleach on them. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's tough.
There's
a lot going on. So wait, the guy didn't get fucked up, or he did get fucked up, or what?
The only image of him fucked up is him FaceTiming somebody. It's a still image of a FaceTime where there's some small cut under his eye, which doesn't look like it's there when he's in concert 3 days later, where he also had to clarify that his ribs were never broken and he was never hospitalized. So those parts of the story got walked back immediately. So now there's no brutal beating anymore.
Oh, interesting.
And he's saying they bit him.
Well, he said he fought. They bit him.
That's now the story is that they bit him.
They said this is MAGA country, and then they took a little.
Let me get a little taste of this, though. This is MAGA country, but
I would love it if there was a racist going around biting people, like a 6-year-old would.
Get out!
Yeah,
this is our country.
But
yeah, that's a weird story.
Yeah, that sounds fake.
Yeah, no, I mean it definitely sounds fake. It's just that but then there's no real evidence that it is fake though. I mean, because it's like to say like, oh wow, there's only 60 seconds where he's not on camera. It's like getting your ass kicked can happen pretty fucking quick.
Very
you run up and jump somebody. That's like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
If you count that out in your head, it's like not. It's really
a long time.
It does not take that long to run up, fucking stomp somebody's head in, yell something, and run away.
Totally.
And if the guy's like shook from that happening, I can see him just getting up and like taking his bag and going into his hotel room. Yeah. There's no reason why he would need to, people are like, he didn't take the noose off right away. All of that I buy, if that were to happen.
Yeah.
It's just that like, what are the odds that it's this fucking short window? And it's also if
it's fake.
Original details of the case. It's like, some guys are wandering around Chicago, about if he was being stalked for a while, maybe. And that was the other thing. The neighbor said she saw like some redneck, wearing like hunting socks with a rope, hanging out his apartment like hours earlier, a couple hours prior. Well, the police look into that. There's zero surveillance footage of the guy. The description of the person hanging around the apartment doesn't match the ones.
Elmer Fudd.
It's just It's the neighbor's just like making shit up.
Right.
And then the rope she described differed significantly from like the one in the that they collected and brought into evidence.
It was a sweet the rope she saw was awesome.
I am the only one that gives a shit about this story.
I don't think anyone.
Nobody
cares.
fucking cares.
I don't care.
But whatever. Who gives a shit?
If he made it up, he's fucking.
No one will talk to me about it.
Yeah, you have to do it on air.
Yes. I have to force people to listen to me.
This is Emmett Till all over again, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Just making it up.
That bitch made it up.
Emmett Till?
Yeah.
He's dead.
No,
the woman.
I know. I was saying like,
Maybe he just sweetened it. Maybe it was like they did fuck his ass up, but they weren't like.
Where would he get a
MAGA
rope
country?
Well, now the cops are like.
So he was just carrying around a rope?
The cops are going through security footage from like every hardware store and every place that sells ropes.
No.
They're like, yeah, we're going to figure out who bought this rope.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Dude, I would be. If I was him and I made this shit up, I'd be like, nah, it's actually all good.
Well, I mean, he better hope they don't find him because if like the cops are going to the extent, if they think that he's lying, and they're fucking wasting the resources to go through all that footage, to find somebody buying rope at a hardware store, it's like that's not the kind of shit that they just
also,
let slide.
Someone might have just had rope, right?
What do you mean?
So the guy who did it could have just had rope.
That's the other thing too. Is you come at it from the other angle. It's like I understand, like even like the Sadie Doyle shit where you go on Twitter and you're like, I was on my way home and 3 Bernie Bros came up and called me a slut. And it's like obviously that didn't happen. I just happened to walk past a Bernie Sanders rally and they were chanting "Kill all women." Like that's one.
Which is why I support him. By the way,
that's one thing.
Yeah.
Like saying you got beat up and jumped and calling the police and involving all these other people, like that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't.
That's true. It is insane.
It's fucking way too much effort.
Yeah. He probably. I don't know. I don't care.
I'm saying
I'd probably get fucked up.
I think it was probably.
I think. I think this is you use Occam's razor here.
Yes.
He had the rope because he was kidnapping a young boy to rape. As we know, all homosexuals are pedophiles. He was kidnapping a young boy who bites people, children.
Yeah.
He got bitten. Oh. He was on the phone with the manager who was like, describe his body. Let me hear more about this boy that we're taking back to the island. And, the boy ran away or whatever and that's why he doesn't show up on camera because he's so small.
He's so little.
Right, he's so tiny.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And he was trying to say grandma, but it sounded like MAGA.
Yeah, right.
You should just start a second podcast, like a serial style podcast.
Dude, I was just saying this the other day. I would love to do like an extremely high production value true crime podcast.
Yeah.
Where I go, like, I pick some small town and I pick some unsolved mystery and I fucking interview. Here we go. We got good news and bad news today. The good news... Jussie Smollett turns out to be a liar.
Congrats, Nick.
Proving.
Hey, you were on this one from the beginning, man.
You're the first.
And at first, I was like, "All right, Nick's just racist now." Mm-hmm. And then we look at the facts, and it's like
racism does not exist.
It's racism.
It looks like everyone should be racist now. Yeah.
I did find I just look through Twitter for responses to all this, and I did find some like gay black conservative guy who's at like a town hall meeting.
Yeah,
some guy's like, "What do you have to say about the attack on Jussie Smollett, who was attacked by two guys yelling MAGA?" And
MAGA,
MAGA. Do you think Trump encourages this or whatever? And the black guy's like, "Oh, that's fake." He's like, that didn't happen. I don't believe it for a second or whatever. And then this like NPR nerd has to just be like, well, you live in a different reality then.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well,
try to use somebody's identity against them.
Mm-hmm. What a terrible
Imagine being that stupid. To be that like that mind poisoned by all this shit that you think you can just like, well... Actually, I read that because you're gay and black, you're supposed to think this way. You're supposed to think the way that I think because you're a gay black guy, and not understanding that in and of itself is racist.
Yeah,
damn. Jussie is a truly horrible human being. What an absolute piece of shit.
That is really good.
I mean, because he was being written off the show.
It's like that is just no, because like that hasn't been. I only seen one source that says that, and it was that guy from.
I'm choosing to buy it.
ABC7, but like, I mean, it doesn't make sense that he would be written off the show. He's one of the main characters on the show. I mean, he is the gayest.
What is he in Empire?
But maybe Terrence will become gay.
What's that?
Terrence Howard?
Actually, bro, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Oh, he plays Terrence Howard's gay son?
Man, I'm gay.
I gotta have gay sex, man.
I got a tiny ass dick, man.
Let me have gay sex.
Man, my dick is so small, man. You just open up the Chinatown umbrella and it explodes. It's just
you should use one of those to fuck.
Yeah, there you go. Just put it in the pussy. She explodes on the inside.
How small my dick is, bitch.
Police are looking for a man they're referring to as the Mary Poppins rapist. We're not calling him that. I've decided to call him that, and I'm hoping it catches on.
Is it against the law what Jussie did? Is that
to put an umbrella in a woman's pussy?
False report? Is that
well,
what it is?
I mean, like all of the details aren't there yet, and because there's been so much pressure, it's like also convoluted to so much pressure to report on it. Like I don't understand what's going on with the back and forth behind like that one reporter's sources who probably have to be in the police department. I can't imagine.
It's like a local Chicago ABC.
It's a local Chicago guy, but it's like I don't think that he would just fucking like from what I've seen, just like if his sources weren't in the police department. There's like another account that's like a little bit more racist that's been like like trying to like debunk the story from the beginning, and but they have sources that like the thing is like they arrested those two guys on Wednesday night.
The Nigerian
guys, and it's like
the MAGA boys.
If they already knew who they were, they had to have known who they were within like fucking 6 hours of starting the investigation. Read online that like
wait, it was Nigerian guys?
Two Nigerian guys.
Hell yeah.
That's two Nigerian guys who were on Empire.
No.
Who Jussie follows on Instagram. Who also have like pictures of
they were on the same show.
Jussie only follows like 600 people on Instagram.
Holy shit!
Those brothers are one of the accounts he follows.
Maybe they were having gay sex.
Like that. I mean, that may be it. I don't know. Like maybe like he owed them money, and then they like tried to frame like Trump supporters or something.
Interesting.
But I don't know. I mean, it's weird. It still like happens off camera. He still like walks home. You know, it doesn't. I mean, those dudes are huge. Like, why would they just fucking like?
Right.
No, like, there's no. And I mean, you can get fucking like I've been punched in the face.
Right.
Pretty
You can get
hard
fucked
before,
up quick.
And I've been punched in the face pretty hard before and had no discernible. Like, you couldn't tell. Like, there was no swelling.
Oh, really?
And then I've also been hit pretty lightly. Yeah, I've gotten like fat lips from, you know, like women or Jake Flores.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not always that you're gonna like. I mean, it's like not outside the realm of possibilities that they hit him and, you know, fucking nothing happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like at this point, it's like I don't want to say like, oh, he colluded with these guys for some kind of, you know, set the whole thing up just because like the story is just so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That it starts off with being MAGA supporters and then it's immigrants.
Yeah.
It's black immigrants from a majority Muslim country, which
Nigeria.
I think.
Majority Sandal.
I think if you ask me, their names should be Bad Luck Jonathan.
Oh yeah, they're both
I think
Bad
that
Luck Jonathan.
If it does end up that he set this whole thing up and he's full of shit, like it's so bad for actual victims of hate crimes.
It's pretty funny.
It's so bad for like the discourse in this country.
Oh yeah,
and like
that's a tough.
He fucked up.
It's beyond
so
the point where
shit.
anybody gives a shit anymore. I mean, it's like. This just kind of, it's like a continuation of like, there's a lot of people that feel like this is the same thing that happened with the Covington Catholic thing. I know like people don't want to acknowledge that, but it was completely misreported in the beginning. And then you watch that full hour and a half video and it kind of vindicates like at least that Nick Sandman kid. I don't understand how you can look at what that kid did in that video and walk away thinking that he did anything wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
there's 2 L's in quick succession to take. This is even worse than that, though, because this is like a guy completely making the whole thing up whole cloth.
Yeah.
This is worse than
him staging this thing on his own. The Covington Catholic was like people posting a 10-second clip of like a much longer event or whatever. But, you know, also, on the other hand, it's like there's like a kind of a rush to judgment that I guess, you know, both stories have in common. And like people sort of virtue signaling online like,
well, here's what we need to do.
Justice for Jussie.
You know what we need to do?
Yeah.
We have to go do hate crimes.
We
have to go do real hate crimes. Because that way...
So then people won't
I think
believe the
your responsibility on your left is to learn from this and say like, okay, well, this opens this up now. The responsible thing to do is fake as many hate crimes as possible because there's not going to be any consequences for it.
Okay.
Unless Jussie goes to jail.
No, you need to just continue. He won't go to jail.
You don't think so?
Oh, I don't know.
Think about all the like police resources and like...
Yeah, but I mean, it's still like you have to be able to prove like collusion between the two. The police are having a horrible time like keeping leaks like, you know, from the investigation from seeping out into the fucking media. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Inside man.
Yeah, I mean, like, they don't have access to the content of those phone calls. If everybody fucking shuts up, like, all they can say is these 2 guys beat him up. And, you know, I mean...
But then what if those guys don't want to go to jail?
But it doesn't matter because what they're being charged with is battery, which is still, like, a lesser charge probably than colluding to create this whole big fucking fake hate crime
What
thing.
if they give him
If it was me personally and I was, like, paid off to, like, beat up some guy or, like, pretend to beat up some guy, I would much rather just say, like, yeah, we beat him up. He owed us money or whatever.
What if
and then all Jussie has to say is, like, oh, yeah, I guess maybe they said this MAGA stuff to kind of frame these other people. And it's like, that's it.
What if they're like, we'll give you immunity to flip on Jussie?
Well, they probably did. I mean,
and they wouldn't
do it. And now, like,
that's how powerful the gay mafia is. The black gay mafia.
You're afraid you're gonna get sucked. The gay Jewish mafia.
They've been
charged. They've been charged. So unless they can come up with some other kind of evidence, I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, by the time this even fucking airs, I'm sure like we'll know.
Because I didn't watch the Good Morning America clip until after I found out that people were saying that it was a fake.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch his performance in that clip after knowing it's a fake, it is so funny.
Yeah,
it's like hilarious. Him crying like on Good Morning America and being like, "No one believes me, man," and like all this stuff. It's like it's so funny in retrospect.
Yeah, he's an actor.
But he's a good actor.
Like, it's not even good acting.
That's why it's so funny or like obnoxious when like something will happen and like there'll be like something horrific or bad will happen to like a regular person.
Yeah.
Like somebody's family will be murdered and it'll be some like weird redneck whose family is like, you know, is like, I don't know, who's that guy whose like daughters burned to death?
Oh, Jesus.
In Texas or whatever, and then Texas executed him, and then there was evidence later that exonerated him.
Oh, fuck.
But, you know, something horrific happens to people, and the police are like, your family's been murdered or whatever. Some people are just like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah,
Louise.
I know. It's just like, they're not, you know, to see this guy go on TV and like, you know, or Ellen Page's fucking performance on Colbert. It's like, you're a professional actress and you're acting right now.
Right.
Real people don't have the same kind of emotional spectrums that characters in movies do. They're, for the most part, autistic, and you can't judge them.
I don't know about everyone.
The way they hurt people.
No,
it's not their fault.
I think a lot of people do have emotions.
I
but
mean,
yes,
I don't
you're
think
right.
it's the same as Ellen Page because she didn't frame a fucking hate crime that didn't exist. You know.
Yeah.
I think that Ellen Page is like an activist, and like what happened? She like yelled at Ted Cruz or like Mike Pence or whatever.
No, Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
No. Like she approaches like conservative politicians and was like, "I'm gay." Like,
oh,
you want to tell me?
Well, good for her for
face?
that one, I guess.
You want to tell me to my face, like, you know, whatever that you.
Well, time to add Canada to the travel ban.
Why? What happened?
Isn't she Canadian?
Ellen Page.
Yeah, she's on Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. Get her fucking ass out of the country. Send her back to Nigeria.
What did she play on
New
Trailer
travel
Park Boys?
ban, Nigeria,
Juno.
and Canada.
She was Juno. She
played
I like
Juno
the idea of a constantly changing travel ban that only includes countries that fucked up in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we keep the travel ban,
It's
but right
whoever
now
we're
it's
mad at.
Nigeria and Canada.
Okay.
Everyone else is fine.
What?
That the best take I saw in this was just some gay guy that was like, I mean, I'd like to meet them in a dark alley.
Salute.
Yeah.
Salute to the man that horny and gay.
More of those gays and less of the Jussie gays.
That's the kind of gays that like
Just
from a 90s movie. Every gay guy was like
Yeah,
that.
stereotype.
unrelentingly horny gay.
Just so horny.
Could be, the type of gay guys that's like they're at their parents' funeral and they're like, that's a hot Prius.
That's the thing. It's like,
I'd like to give him some confession.
Put me in the booth.
basically, like
Our Father who art in heaven.
Our daddy who are in heaven.
straight like sort of like maybe center right leaning white guys have stolen gay shit from gay people. Kind of belongs to us now. We all talk about sucking each other's dicks constantly. Some of us even do it.
Is that
Yeah,
center right of us to do?
Just like each other's cocks.
You think that's political?
We've taken it. No, because like regular gay now just means you cry while talking about the president. There's very little fucking happening anymore.
Interesting. So it's up to us as straight men to fuck men.
Yeah, well, it's not up to us; it belongs to us now.
Oh, that's
We've
ours.
taken it.
Yeah, that is the kind of straight guys we are.
It's wild that
the fuck guys every once in a while.
Jussie
And then-
also referred to himself as the gay Tupac, right? In
Yeah.
his first public appearance since after the assault.
Why?
He got on stage. He goes, "I am the gay Tupac."
I'm the gay Tupac.
In what sense is he the gay Tupac?
That's because Tupac was also a known liar.
Yeah.
No, take it back.
Well, that's the thing, man. Is like
Don't besmirch Tupac's name.
already there's like spin surrounding this. That Eugene Goo guy who sounds. I mean, what a funny name. They're like, come up with a name of like it needs to sound like someone inserting a limp dick into the back of someone's throat. Like Eugene Goo. What an awful name.
Eugene Bust.
I got some goo for you, Eugene.
Eugene Goo, who's a reformed woman
Homosexual?
beater. No, he's not
He's
gay.
a Trump replier.
He's a Trump replier.
He's like a doctor. He's
and
that
also
Asian doctor.
he beat his
Oh,
wife
that
several
guy.
times.
Really? He beat his wife?
Yeah. It was in like they got divorced and she had a restraining order against him because of several domestic violence.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, but he's a good guy. And he says that the important thing to remember here is that Jussie didn't go after specific people. So it's obviously a mental health issue.
What does he mean?
That he doesn't mean anything.
Like what specific people?
He did go after specific people, MAGA people, didn't
That's
he?
not a specific guy. He means like didn't name
look
his
how
name.
Beefy these
Damn, those guys honestly are
This,
fucking sexy.
Assassin's Creed
Jesus
out there.
Christ.
I'm fucking hard.
I
bro.
know.
My pussy is wet
This
right
is
now.
how I imagine the red and yellow M&M when I have fantasies about having sex with them. these two guys.
They come out of the shells as just two hot black guys.
That's what they look like under the shell.
This is awesome abs.
Should we beat up that black fag from Empire, Red? Don't say the plan out loud.
That was the first thing that was like, this is fake. Because MAGA people don't watch Empire.
Right. Yeah, and also it was a little much. You know what I mean? Like, listen, beat the shit out. Look, I'm sure there's MAGA guys that want to beat the shit out of gay guys, like for fun sometimes.
Of course.
But the noose and the bleach and the whole...
Yeah. They had,
in Chicago, it's it's not even in
in the middle of the coldest week of the year.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like there's like pictures of them posing with the fucking creator of the show, and
that's awesome.
There's a video of them working out in like Jussie's gym at his apartment complex. Not even like they go to the same gym; it's the one at his apartment.
Damn, you think he got fucked by those guys?
Maybe
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
get some cock for your trouble.
I don't know.
Jussie sucks good dick.
The thing, you'd have to be so stupid to think like I'm gonna fake a hate crime and just hire my 2 Nigerian friends.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
it's such a it's such a despicable thing to do.
Yeah,
I think it's cool.
Ugh.
I think it's cool to do it.
What kind of hate crime do you guys want to fake? I'm gonna show up tarred and feathered. The Chinese have done this to me.
I'm gonna be like, there's gonna be pizza grease and marinara.
There's only a
all
30-second gap where Nick's not on security cameras, and then he appears tarred and feathered,
completely nude.
Completely nude.
His penis and balls the only thing not tarred and feathered. Just a pink ass dick.
His penis and balls were completely tarred and feathered.
I want to say that
I would frame the Clintons, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
We should kill Adam and say Hillary did it. Adam, you got to take one for the team, buddy.
No, I think it's a good bit, honestly.
Yeah. We're just going to leave a fucking bloody pantsuit by you.
Yeah, and pizza.
Yeah. And really go to town on your ass.
It does make you wonder, like, does this mean that every other hate crime was just too sexy Nigerian?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
And every church bombing.
Matthew Shepard.
Black church bombing.
Too sexy Nigerian.
Apparently Matthew Shepard.
Nigerian bodybuilder.
The guy that wrote...
I mean, it is funny.
Little BDSM.
Right. Emmett Till just being fucking...
Just
kidnapped by
Nigerians in the 60s or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, it was like
Emmett, why don't you come into our car? We are going to teach you how to lift weights. We are going to teach you how to do bodybuilding.
Apparently, they say that the Matthew Shepard thing...
Maybe Stonewall was a bunch of gay guys
wasn't a hate crime.
Fighting over who got to fuck the Nigerians.
It was a drug deal gone wrong.
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah. In the last couple of years, the guy who wrote the book on the Laramie murder, he said that he was
he was selling meth. Everybody knows the story.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. The guys that beat him up were gay.
Yeah, he was gay with them.
Well, was he gayer?
Huh?
He was
gayer
the gayest
than them. Look, if he was the gayest one, it's still a hate crime.
It's shitty to discuss these things because then it's people draw the conclusion that hate crimes are fake. And it's just no, only the vast majority of them are.
Yeah, sure.
It's only most of them that are complete hoaxes.
Yeah, I mean, what a piece of shit that Jussie is.
Yeah.
What an absolute piece of... Jussie? He expects people to call him that? His name's Justin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? He goes by Jussie? His name's Justin?
And that's what I'm assuming.
That is pretty gay.
What is fucked up is that,
I'm Jussie.
You have to remember, he was
pretty gay.
He worked on the Mighty Ducks. And
really?
Yeah.
Jussie?
So it's anything that guy does is
he was probably molested.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So now...
All right. He gets a pass then.
Yeah.
Because Emilio Estevez put a hockey stick in his ass.
I also don't know if we should offer the bad news of the show an official RIP.
Yeah, let's give it up.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't want to preemptively announce someone's death, but
a very important figure to the show.
Central figure to the show.
Central, honestly.
Honestly, probably the third mic, if we're being honest.
Yeah. May have passed away today. Not sure yet.
But
we'll update you.
Keep him in your prayers.
Yeah.
Ian's dead.
Ian's He's taking his own.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Ian.
Mm-hmm. He died in a tragic. He got hired as in one of those investigation discovery shows, and he was playing his own father.
Oh no!
He was doing the reenactment
in a reenactment.
Kind of like a...
Police are saying that Jussie Smollett has hired stand-up comedian Ian Fidance to fake a hate crime against him. Just Ian running around on security cameras, a little cup of bleach. This is going to be really good for my career, man.
Ian took a $250 union non-union buyout.
Mm-hmm. The Nigerian guys got paid $1 million a piece, but
because they get residual.
Ian did it for $200.
I'm going prosecution on this one.
I think we're all pretty much on the prosecution side.
I'm rooting for the prosecution.
Do people really pick sides in that thing? It seems like it's kind of like everyone's sort of wait and see.
What do you mean by that?
Let the best man win.
I think we sort of know who the guy on trial is not the best man. I think that's pretty clear.
I didn't realize that was sort of like, I thought that was just something I think people sort of casually...
No, I think everyone is rooting pretty hard for one side.
Are there Derek Chauvin fans out there? I don't think there are.
Certain, I mean, definitely.
I don't think out of the closet Derek Chauvin
I put my foot in the water, and the temperature reading the room, my general read on the consensus of American citizens, this was very much like a 1998, should we introduce the blue M&M or the purple M&M? Right. Kind of thing.
I think the stakes are a little higher than that, and I think your read on the room
in this situation, the purple M&M has been murdered by the blue M&M.
Oh, yes.
And we're deciding whether or not to be mad at the blue M&M.
I think we're all mad.
Yeah.
And everyone's hoping that.
But isn't the moral of the story is that underneath it all we're all chocolate?
That's not the moral.
That by being on trial for murder, in a way, Derek Chauvin
No.
You could say that he is himself.
You couldn't even say that.
No,
whatever you're gonna say.
A man who has gotten the RN vaccine.
No, that's certainly not the case whatsoever. Even following your twisted logic, I don't believe.
Would you say that you could call Derek Chauvin?
No, whatever you're gonna say, no. Whatever you're gonna say, no. And why don't we go back to talk about Tom Middleditch raping people with black lipstick on?
Yeah, let's go. Back
Adam wanted to talk about Derek.
He
Chauvin.
did, and that was
I
just wanted to get it. See what.
Where did
the
temperature on the show?
How about Derek Levine? And he's Derek Shelley Levine from Glengarry Glen Ross.
Okay.
And he's like, you should have seen it.
No.
I had him down.
We don't need
there.
to do any more. We don't need any character bits that are spun off of Derek, whatever the fuck his name is.
And he was down.
We can
and
just
I
keep
had
it.
him.
No. You asked how about, and I said no.
And he had a $20 bill.
No.
And it was fake.
No, sir.
Okay.
You said how about?
The machine.
Roundly no is the answer.
I just wanted to see
Chauvin the machine.
I wanted to see who you guys were rooting for, and I think that Stav and I are both going prosecution.
We are definitely. Let me just say that I am firmly rooting for.
I want to put that out there about myself too. I'm going prosy.
Nick is.
I'm still finding out.
He's
who all
Ken
the
Bone. He's an undecided voter.
I need to know who all the players.
Nick's wearing his big red sweatshirt,
and he wants to ask a question.
I need to know who all the players are. Apparently, they already had the karate expert testify in the trial. So I see we've reached the karate expert phase of the public trial. Which is a very important part of the public trial. This is the karate expert era.
Who did they have?
There's the tiny glove era, and then there's the fat twins on motorcycles.
Who were those guys?
I don't know. I think they were on postcards. I really only know the reference from The Simpsons.
What?
They were involved in a murder case.
Who would they get as the karate expert? Who do they get? A real sensei or something?
That guy from the video.
He was in the video? Derek...
No, there's a guy who testified yesterday. That's what the jump off of this is there was, in fact, a martial arts expert who testified that Derek Chauvin did a blood choke.
Yeah, it didn't seem like was very well trained, whatever the fuck was going on. Blood choke, He's
the point of his testimony was to prove that Derek Chauvin knew that he was cutting off circulation to George Floyd's brain.
Oh, probably.
Sad.
Yeah, I just want to say I hope he goes to jail.
Me too. I'm going.
I would just like to put that out.
Let's go, Pete.
Let's go. A rare time that we are voting for the prosecution.
But what if the defense attorney is like just the most charming.
Doing
No,
rhymes.
doesn't matter.
Doing rhymes.
Yeah. What if the defense attorney is a George Floyd in his own right?
No,
It's a
I don't know what you're
A
talking
different kind
about.
of
That
hero.
no.
No.
Again, I really.
Have you even met the man?
I don't. I can. This is one of those times where I don't need to meet him.
Derek Chauvin should have hired just like the most fucking like.
The biggest showboat.
Yeah. Just yeah. If he could get like Don
A
King
razzle
as
dazzle.
yeah.
That would be
Egregious, outrageous, ridiculous, ludicrous.
That would have been I gotta say, that would have been
to slander such an upstanding man as Mr. a Gentleman, Dr. Reverend Derek Chauvin. Here's what I don't want to hear your side of the story. Day one, we're going to get him ordained. We are going into that courtroom, and he will be a man of the frock.
Just an organ playing in the background.
Yeah, that would have been one way to go.
That would have been better for TV. I don't think this is a TV trial. Is it?
I don't know. I think it's O.J. Simpson style.
Why don't they have
Just
big
a
TV
Lifetime
trials
movie that
anymore?
he was on trial for the racist murder of an unarmed black man that the entire world witnessed. And no one could help him except a fucking bum-ass drunk clown of an attorney
And they
that got
fell in love.
that passed the bar by bribing people with detailing jobs.
That would be a beautiful love story. They found romance.
Not a love story, but he gets him off. He gets him like the lawyer.
Lawyer
that nobody believed in.
I think they need to spice it up and make it that they fall in love. I'm just saying, if we want to take it to the next level.
I think that unfairly portrays the gay community as a bunch of racist murdering
murderers,
cops
yeah.
and elderly black men.
I wouldn't
that are
go there,
mentally
stop.
insane.
I think that's...
Is that the
I
message
wouldn't
you want to
go
send?
there.
Is that all gay people are Derek Chauvin and a
No.
cartoon of a...
We tiptoe around the
mentally
line.
unstable-
You put your foot over it there by saying that
No.
Derek Chauvin is gay and
I
that he
think
has
You
gay
stepped over the
tendencies.
line and now you're covering it up, and that the crime.
There's
is
no
worse.
cover.
You're saying he has
The crime
homosexual
is worse
tendencies.
than the-
I'm saying
racism.
I'm saying being gay is everyone is gay. That all of us have that in us, and through the power of understanding two very different people.
The Kinsey scale is what they call it.
Mhm.
That'd be cool if those existed in real life. You wake up in the morning, wipe the sleep out of your eye, you go
weigh
into the
yourself,
bathroom.
you see-
That guy should be in jail just for having that
Oh my
name.
God.
I hate saying his name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Derek Chauvin.
Yeah.
Chauvin.
Chauvin.
How do you say it?
I want to shove in my cock his ass.
Yes. Derek Chauvin.
Oh fuck, man. I wish Jerry would take a turn.
Derek Chauvin.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chauvin.
Look, there's a slow button you can.
Derek Chauvin.
All right. I think we got it.
I don't think we
Google
need to have
has
computers. say his
Google
name.
has pronunciation built in.
That's pretty cool. What else can they pronounce? Anything good?
Yeah, hold on. I'm definitely doing. I'm definitely having to pronounce something.
What
This is like playing Russian roulette right now. It's like letting Nick fucking have a
Yeah,
computer
you should
type out
take
a
the
word.
phone away.
No, hold on.
No, dude, let's spin the bullet and see what comes up.
Yeah, let's live a little bit today.
Let's live
I mean,
Let's.
Derek Chauvin, a cock in my ass.
That's good.
That's Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, it actually is from the Jerry Seinfeld new special.
Derek Chauvin, 一个公鸡在我屁股.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's for all our Chinese listeners. out
What
there.
does that lady say?
I think
Derek
Chinese.
Chauvin, 一个公鸡在我
It
屁股.
means shove a cock in my Derek Chauvin,
Yeah.
a cock in my mouth.
I didn't know you spoke Chinese. Though.
I do, yeah.
Derek Chauvin speaks Chinese. That's the defense is hinging his case on that.
My client.
My client! Could a racist man do this? Go ahead, speak a little Chinese for him, Derek. Go ahead, Derek. Blow these people's mentalities. Go ahead, do the shit off the menu we was practicing out there in the cell. Go ahead, say all the General Sal shit you were saying. Go ahead, Derek. Don't be shy. Shit. You kill a motherfucker on camera. You can at the very least speak a little Chinese. The greatest lawyer of all time. If you convict this man, I'm going to kill a bitch. I'm going to walk out of here. The first bitch I see, I'm going to beat her ass to death. And that's going to be on you.
Yep. That would, again, be a very good strategy.
That's a persuasive argument.
You're on a motion to say just kidding.
Motion to say psych.
Motion to psych. I'm going to psych that from the record.
Oh, fuck. Damn, dude. You know,
you got to look good. You got to look good when you testify. We're going to put you in Gucci slippers.
Mm-hmm. He's spending all the stipend.
They dress him like the Bishop Magic
we get him a Jerry curl. We get him lipstick, Gucci slippers.
Derek Chauvin.
We're getting a manicure.
Has been immediately found guilty.
A velour.
Even the most racist cops defending him were like, you got us. What can we say?
Yeah. My client would like to be referred to by his Muslim name, Rosebud Delicious. My name is Rosebud. No, Derek, talk the way we taught you when we did the miscongeniality scene.
The montage.
Yeah, we did like a teaching you how to be a lady montage.
Yep. What's the lawyer's name?
I like too. They bring Stanley Tucci in to teach Derek Chauvin how to act like a homo.
Yep.
Oh, honey, that's all wrong. He's having to walk around. Stanley Tucci and Kathleen Madigan is the people they bring in to coach Derek Chauvin on being a messy slut.
Has Kathleen Madigan been in any movies?
I mean, Kathleen Turner.
Turner, yeah.
And no, she hasn't either. She's just.
That's funny.
That's funny. The phone said, "Message slut" is what it does.
I said, I don't see
slut in your contest. You hear that, ladies? You would think a guy like me would have some woman just named
sluts. Every woman you've met chronologically would be slut 1, slut 2.
But instead they have all names like Tinder 5 or Hinge 7.
Yeah, maybe I should get on the app since it's fucking springtime.
Yeah, it sucks.
No, I'm about to be celibate for April, I've decided.
Yeah?
Don't throw yourselves to the wolves.
No pussy April for Stavros.
Mm-hmm. No pussy prince.
I'm the no pussy prince of Queens.
You're going to teach yourself how to meditate in hands-free
No
jizz.
joke. I'm literally, it's one more month in the dojo, and then in May, I'm let loose. I'm letting loose on the streets. I'm going to start doing stand-up again. But for April, we're getting jacked. As jacked as we can get in a month. Continuing the diet regimen. And I'm back. I was the 20,000 step bastard for the first time in a while. So I've been lifting. I haven't been being the bastard. I felt great.
Yeah.
I had my second shot in Harlem. And
you walked over.
I rode a bike to Central Park and I walked up through the
2 miles every day, 2 inches in the pants.
That's
what they
not
call
true.
him. It's true.
I walked. That's way more than 2 miles.
Mr. Tutu.
It's like 8
They call him
Desmond Tutu.
They call him Desperate Tutu.
They call me the Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Bishop Tutu.
Carved totem.
Trusted quality.
Styrofoam.
We subject our products to
Styrofoam, bitch. You know what I
You
said.
said like Spyro the Dragon video game?
Spyrodome.
Spyrodome?
Are we living in a system of justice or is this some kind of Mad Max Spyrodome situation? That my client can't get a fair trial just because he's got a Jerry curl and a velour tracksuit and Gucci slippers. I know what you think. You look at Derek Chauvin and you think he ain't... And it was the beep heard round the world.
And somehow also the lawyer was convicted of murder after that display. They were both immediately put to death.
Look, there's got to be no way that he's... Like, you have to prosecute him. The system knows that because if he doesn't go to jail, there's going to be riots. Like,
I think he's probably going to get off somehow.
They always get off.
Always get off.
I don't know.
Like the
this
one, yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle
is,
Rittenhouse will get off for sure, but the Chauvin guy, it's like there's too much.
Although that the one cop in South Carolina they caught on camera, he did go. He shot a guy in the back. He's like one of the only guys that. Something fucked up is going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to go to jail.
I mean, getting them even to trial is like a big deal.
Well, who cares?
Yeah.
The point is,
I mean, we care.
I care. They should let me orchestrate that defense.
Yeah.
Find that lawyer. Mm-hmm. The whole thing, the Joker makeup.
You find
velour tracksuit, the Gucci slippers.
Yep.
Have a mentally ill lawyer in Joker makeup. Mm-hmm. Call Derek Chauvin the N-word.
Yes.
In some.
I see. So that way he definitely goes to jail. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of a. But it would really start a conversation. You know? It would make people think. It would really open up the dialogue in America. And
that's what we need. We need more talking, a little bit less yelling at one another.
And what we really need, though, is getsuperleaf.com.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
/Cumtown.
Are we done?
/Cumtown.
Getsuperleaf.com. We're done. You can also check out patreon.com/Cumtown.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to hear the conclusion to this argument. Wherein Adam and Stav admit that I was 100% right.
That doesn't happen.
About what?
Anything prior to this segment?
Whatever he's saying didn't happen.
And anything further, because this is being edited in post, this part of the conversation.
No, it's not. It's happening right after the next Get Super Leaf
10
plug
minutes,
we almost forgot.
And in the next 10 minutes, we'll have a discussion about something else.
Mm-hmm.
We will. Should the topic of discussion
almost certainly.
And I'll tell you right now, folks, it's going to be funny to listen to because they'll be disagreeing with me till the cows come home. But this part, which is being edited in after
it's not
the fact,
being edited in. You're doing it in the middle of the flow of the episode.
Remember
you know,
this
a lot
part.
of people as a broadcaster listen to you, Nick.
And remember
believe everything you say.
And this part, which is later.
It's not. It's 3:09 on March 30th right now. It was like 3 o'clock when we started that plug.
That's right.
Don't ever tell them what time it is.
Yeah.
I don't want these people knowing. They got to think this show's done at 7 o'clock in the morning. That we're out. We're in some Bruce Springsteen ass refinery.
Yeah,
that's
we
true.
work hard.
And South Park.
How about Wonder Blowsman?
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a show about Adam.
Blows men?
Yeah.
That's right.
What do you mean blow?
That's right.
You know what it means.
Yep, it's right. It's too late to say anything else on the topic. It's already been established. It's correct.
Yep, that is correct.
It's correct.
Ding, factual.
We've looked into
Extra factual.
We're looking
Adam
in.
Blowsman.
I had my office look into the issue, and it turns out he is in fact a gay man that blows guys. Thank you.
Thank you. No further questions.
Thank you. The office is now closed.
The office is closed.
This press conference is now consumed.
Finito.
It is now
has been.
This press conference has now commenced. Sir, that means it started. It is now commenciated. Sir, that's not even that thing. You're further away from words. We're leaving. Goodbye. We are packing up our bags.
We are gone.
We are
is
leaving,
over.
Leaving town forever.
We're going to kill ourselves. We're going to set our.
Getting in the car. We're driving 5 blocks away.
We're going to set the car on fire.
We're getting in the helicopter and we're having gay sex now. Sir, no, we're not. I retract my earlier statements. I would like to once again emphasize that Adam is the one who is gay. What? That's right.
I'd like to be in a press conference, but not talking, but just be one of the wives that's been cheated on.
So this press conference is about the discovery of the video of Jussie Smollett having sex with a police officer. Is
that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if that's the next step that comes out?
That would be awesome.
It's a video of Jussie having penetrative anal sex with a white Chicago police officer.
That would be awesome.
And then at the end, they're like, he's like, now all I need you to do is fake a hate crime so somebody kills a cop and then we can take a vacation together. We can take our romantic vacation together to Paris.
Oh, shit, dude. Gay white cops.
Yeah, that
the
would
true
be.
devil.
Remember being 15? Think about how long. Now think about how long ago that was. That's how soon you're going to be 70 years old.
I just feel like
it's gonna move that fucking quickly, and you're gonna be shitting yourself.
And your hole is gonna be looser and looser by the year.
Day.
I just feel like
by the day,
if that's happening when I'm 70, I just hope that I have a wife and a loving family
and
around
you won't.
me.
And you won't.
And I won't. And that's how I feel
you'll
right
have
now.
You'll have a babysitter.
I feel like
you'll have a strong Senegalese babysitter.
That's from the
a strong
episode.
Senegalese wrestler babysitter.
Yeah. And that's when, a little
when
preview. And folks, that's a little preview of the Patreon episode.
It looks like somebody has gone to the bathroom in their pants again. It's time to get beat up like a sissy until you make white people out of your penis.
Yep. And that's a little foreshadowing of our Patreon episode that you're going to want to check out at patreon.com/.
And Adam just dressed up like Jussie Smollett getting beaten up by two giant Nigerian guys. And he's like, not my nannies.
Those guys fucked him too, right?
Yeah, they did.
That's awesome.
Anyways, cushydreams.com.